As we just read the story David's New Friends and talked about the 5 story elements from this story, I would like for us to be able to summarize the story, and we will use our TV screen, our classroom TV screen right here, to watch a presentation on Add Puzzle. So this presentation is a short summary of David's New Friends, but it's not just like slideshow. This presentation actually has questions that pop up on the screen, and those questions are questions for comprehension and understanding of this reading. So together we will watch this presentation, and as every new question will appear, as a class we will answer that question. So I would like for you to be attentive to watch this presentation, and as you see a new question pop up, I would like for you to be able to look at this question and to be able to answer. So please raise your hands. I don't want anyone to scream their answer out, and I'm gonna see who will answer that question. So we used this ad before. You should remember how we use this. So as you will see like a slideshow, it also will show you some of the questions that are related to this piece.
And brushes. They started to wash and paint the empty house.
Okay, so here's our question. Okay, so our question says, what does empty mean? So I would like for everyone to think about the word empty. What does this word empty means in this story? So we have two multiple choice answers, and I would like for everyone to think about those. So the first one is the first option. No one lives there. And the second option is someone lives there. So I would like for Maria to answer this question. So Maria, do you choose option number 1, no one lives there? Or you choose option number 2, someone lives there? Okay, so you choose option number 1. Okay, so I'm selecting on our TV screen, I'm selecting option number 1, and I'm clicking my answer. And good job, it's correct because our presentation goes on. Okay, very good. So we are going to spend a few minutes watching this presentation and answering some questions. So let's look at our screen. Okay, very good. I'm glad that we were able to watch this whole presentation. You can see that this is not the reading that we read in the beginning of our class, but this is more of a short summary of this same story. So it really helped us to understand what this story is all about, and for me to see if all of us were on the same page. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to review something that we talked about in our last language arts class, and that's present simple tense. So I would like for someone to tell me what is a present simple tense. Okay, Michael, can you tell us? Yes, very good. So the simple present tense is the one which we use when an action is happening, something that is happening right now, or when it happens regularly, something that happens, over and over again. So the simple present tense is formed by using the root form or by adding s or es to the end, depending on the person. So for example, if I say I go to school, what do I mean? Yes, Annabelle? That the action is happening right now. Very good. But what if I'm using a sentence, I sleep late on Saturdays? What that sentence tells me, is that even simple present tense? Yes, and? Yes, very good. That is simple present tense, and that shows me that the action is happening or happens regularly. It happens over and over again. That there is a regularity in the way it happens. Okay, very good. So what I want us to do right now, I would like for you to open your textbooks on the same story, on the reading that we just did, David's New Friends. I will remind you that you will find this reading on pages 46 through 57. So I would like for us to look at this text, and I would like for you guys to find all the sentences that are using present simple tense in this story. So I would like for you to get into two groups. I'm going to have one group with my odd student numbers. So that's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And my second group is going to be my even student numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So as you're getting all your stuff and you're getting together in those groups, it's important for you to be able to sit together and to share this. I would like for you to look for the text and to find as many sentences that are using present simple tense as you can. So I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do that, or 3 minutes. Okay, so as you found the simple tense sentences in your reading, right now we are going to use our interactive classroom board here, and already, as you can see on the board, you see the David's New Friends electronic edition of the book that we just read. And what we will do right now is taking turns, one group after another. I would like one person from your group to come up front and to find the sentence that you chose from the text and to highlight it for us on the interactive board. So I'm gonna have Michael from first group to come up front. What is your sentence? So tell us your sentence first. David goes to school. Very good. So that is a present simple tense sentence. I would like for you to find it on our electronic edition of this book and highlight it. How you highlight it? You touch with a pen the sentence that you want to highlight, and it will give you an option to highlight it. Okay, very good. So yes, that's your sentence and it's highlighted. I would like now group 2 to send one person from your group to come up front and to tell your present tense sentence. Okay, so your sentence is Mom cooks dinner. Okay, very good. It's actually David's mom cooks dinner. Okay, can you find it in this text on our board? Okay, I think it's the page before this, so you actually need to go backwards. Okay, yes, here it is. So please highlight it for us. So you see how we're doing this. So let's do another sentence from each group. So I'm gonna have one person come up front from first group, and your sentence is Mr. Roy teaches his class. Very good. And I'm gonna have another group send another representative from their team. Okay, so and your sentence is David goes home. Very good. So find those on our board, and good job group number 1. And good job group number 2. So I'm glad that we were able to do this. So this is actually a fun activity for you to review present simple tense, and I'm glad that you remember it. What we will do right now is we are going to brainstorm some ideas to fill in the story map. So you remember that as we talk about our key 5 elements of the story, we also have the story map, which has the beginning, the middle, and the end. So what you're going to do next is I will pass out the handouts to each student that has, the handout has the story map with the beginning, middle, and the end on it. So you need to fill in all those 3 sections. You can use your textbook. And once you're done with that handout and you filled all 3 sections, I will actually have you work in 3 groups, and we are going to do something called number heads together. So it is a group activity, and you will get together in groups of 3. So we have 12 students, and it's going to be groups of 4 students in each group. And you will talk with your group about your story map and what are some things that you wrote in your story map. And then I will ask one student from each group to share some of the main ideas that combined as a group you decided would work for the beginning of the story, the middle, and the end. So please keep in mind that, you know, some people have one idea, some others, but try to find something mutual ideas for all 3 sections of your story map. So please start working on your handout, and then we will do our group activity.